Hey guys, so here I am, live again, and I want to ask you, because the funniest thing happened to me yesterday. I didn't even realise this was a feature on Facebook, but apparently it is. When you go live, you can go live to yourself. Like, it says only me. So I was there chatting away and I was like, why is nobody tuned in? Why is nobody commenting and interacting with me? To only realize after I posted it that it was only visible on my wall and I'd been talking to myself. So as soon as you log on, do me a favor and hit up the like and love buttons and let me know that you're tuning in and where you're tuning in from. Thankfully, when I realized my video was only broadcasting to me yesterday, I changed the settings and then I had people tuning in from all over. Hey Arlene, one from Antigua, and I can see Amanda there as well. Mr. Fox, is that you today or is that Josh you were playing with your phone? So yeah, guys, just jump on and let me know that you're here. So I know that you guys are actually with me live as opposed to yesterday when I was talking to myself. Anyway, so I will just jump right in and get started on my topic today, which is everything you ought to know about the difference between a pound of fat and a pound of muscle. Now, I think this conversation is really interesting to hear people having, especially when they first start out on their fitness journey. It's like, I don't know, it freaks people out, or people just say, oh, well, I haven't lost any weight, I must be building muscle. And it's like, well, no, not really. So I'm going to kind of debunk a few myths, and then I'm going to teach you guys a way to completely break up with the scale. So if you want to break up with the scale, put heck yes in the comments and let me know that you're done with the scale once and for all, and we will concentrate on other ways that we can track our progress and results. So first off, I'm going to talk about the density of muscle and fat. Okay, so if you think about it like this, if you were standing on a third-story building, like looking out the window, and you had a ton of bricks and a ton of feathers, and you dropped them out of the window at the same time, yes, you're on your journey tomorrow, you're gonna give up with the scale. If you drop them out of the window at the same time, which one would hit the floor first? Comment below and let me know if you think it would be the ton of bricks or the ton of feathers. So you drop them in at exactly the same time. Which hits? Look a little. Oh yeah, Duncan's looking at our family photos in the top corner. Actually, I think that's a little you right there. So yeah, drop them. What would hit the ground first? The ton of bricks or the ton of feathers? A lot of people say a ton of bricks, right? Because mentally you're like, well, actually, that's heavier, right? But a ton is a ton, a pound is a pound. So a pound of muscle and a pound of fat is exactly the same thing. The difference is that a pound of muscle is way more compact and takes up way less space. So if you have two people that are both 150 pounds standing next to one another, and one of them is got way more fat on them and the other one has got way more muscle, the 150 pound person who has got more fat is obviously going to look completely different to the person who has got 150 pounds and most of it is muscle, okay? Yes, we still do have fat on our bodies and we're never going to get to that zero fat percentage. It's not healthy to do that either. But you've just got to be conscious that once you start to build muscle, your body composition will change because the muscle takes up way less space. It's way more compact, okay? And also, once you start to build muscle, your body turns into a fat-burning machine because muscle burns a lot faster than fat does, okay? So the time of day that you weigh is also going to affect a lot of things, okay? The best time to weigh is first thing in the morning before you've had anything to eat and after you've been to the toilet, okay? That is the best time to weigh. Hi, there's people coming in from all over the world. Yeah, guys, let me know that you're here and let me know you're tuned in. Hit up those love and like buttons so I know that you're watching and you're getting value out of this little information video that I'm putting out for you guys. So, right, the time of day that you weigh obviously makes an impact. And I would suggest when you start out on your fitness journey, do it just before you start, so before you've had breakfast and after you've been to the toilet. Write that weight down and then we will not go back on the scale again, okay, for about 30 days if you really do want to track your weight, but I wouldn't go back on it again. Now, for example, I just want to go back to the body composition thing and how different you can look if you're 150 pounds and you're carrying a bit more fat than you are muscle, okay? When I first started my fitness journey about 4 or 5 years ago, I was 158 pounds. I had been on my journey for about 6 months and I weighed again and I was 128 pounds, okay? I was very skinny. I then carried on working out. I went back on the scale about 6 months later and I was 155 pounds. Who at that point would just like freak out and be like, oh my God, I lost 30 pounds. I put back on 30 pounds. Do like the Steph's already done that face. Because she's saying she doesn't want to give up the scale for 30 days. But I'm telling you why, Steph, okay? I'm telling you why. A lot of people have this obsession with the scale and they go on it every single day. You need to break up with the scale. Like I said, I went from 158 pounds. I am now 155 pounds. If I put my photos side by side, which I have done and posted on my Facebook before, I am not even the same shape that I was before. I have definition in my arms. I have a booty. I have not a six-pack, but I have a flat stomach, and I'm completely different. So I don't give a crap what the scale says, because you know what, guys, the scale does not define who you are. I'll get to that in a minute. So when I start out with my challenges, I tell them, okay, that to weigh. Another way of tracking progress is after we've put the scale away and we're not looking at it again for 30 days, we take measurements and we take photos. Now, a lot of people freak out when I tell them take photos, but this is really going to show you how much you've changed. When the scale might not necessarily move, your photos are going to show you so much. Your measurements too, but even the measurements, I'm like, because, you know, when you put your photos side by side, your chin could have disappeared. A measurement in the scale won't show you that. Your shape, you know, you could have come in like this on your waist. The scale will not show you that. The rolls on your back might have disappeared. The scale is not going to show you that, okay? So we take the photos just so we can put them side by side in 30, 60, 90 days time, and you'll be amazed at the difference. And like I said, the scale might have actually gone up a little bit because you've lost fat. You might have lost 20 pounds of fat and gave 5 pounds of muscle. So the scale might say 15 pounds, but your body shape is different because your muscle is compact and your shape is just tightening up. Okay, so we're breaking up with the scale, and this is another way that I tell my clients to track their progress. It's called No Scale Victories. Guys, if you want to know what No Scale Victories are, they are the best thing you could possibly embrace on your fitness journey. They are things like, hi guys, loads of people tuning in now. So No Scale Victories are things like having more energy. It is holding the plank 10 seconds longer that you just couldn't even hold the plank 3 weeks ago. It is going from a 2-pound dumbbell to a 10-pound dumbbell in the press. It could be being able to run to the park with your kids. It could be entering a 5K race and not feeling like you're going to die and not being able to move for 2 days afterwards. These are all no-scale victories that are way more empowering than what the scale says. And when my clients join me, I always say to them, guys, it's not about what you're going to lose. It's about what you're going to gain, because I have gained so much out of my journey, which is why I'm so passionate about it. Self-confidence, positive self-talk, not just believing in yourself, but having that, like, I can commit and do anything. I push myself so hard in my workouts that translates into every area of my life. If I can do 30 minutes of Insanity Max 30, I can go on stage and speak publicly, which like petrifies me, because you've got that mindset shift that you can do anything, and it's everything that you'll gain from this as opposed to what you'll lose. And that is why I call my brand Intuitive Fitness, because I am just so amazed at seeing that transformation in people, the spiritual, the emotional transformations that just are loving all the likes and stuff now, guys. Do you agree with me, right? Drop a 1 below if you're going to focus on no scale victories and actually what you're going to gain from this as opposed to what you're going to lose. And the last thing I wanted to say to you guys, actually I'll just recap everything really quickly and then I'll leave you with, I hope, a golden nugget that you can take away, is that firstly, like, obviously the density of a pound of muscle is different from a pound of fat. A pound of muscle is way more compact, so you'll look completely different. You'll turn into a fat burning machine the more muscle you have in your body, which is, everyone wants to be a fat burning machine. The time of day you weigh will obviously affect your weight. And ladies, don't tell anybody, but do not go on the scale anytime like around that time of the month, because you could easily be holding 5 pounds water weight. It's not fat, and you're already in like a mind state, right? So just don't go anywhere near the scale. Weigh before you start, and then ditch the scale for good. take your measurements and your pictures, and then that's it. Just go through your journey for the 30 days, focus on those no scale victories, and you'll be so much happier. And I'm going to leave you now with my closing comment about no scale victories. Like, firstly, what the heck do you want the scale to say? Like, the scale cannot define you. The only thing the scale can show you is your relationship with gravity, okay? It cannot show you the beauty you possess, the talent you possess. It cannot show you your purpose in life, the life force that you have. It can't show you the strength and the love, okay? The scale cannot define you. So focus on everything that you gain, and then you'll be so much happier on your fat loss journey, because it's not a weight loss journey, it is a fat loss journey. So I'm going to leave you guys with that. I hope this gave some value, and if you find value in this and you think a friend might want to hear it, be sure to tag them or share it on their page so everyone can start focusing on the no scale victories and be a lot happier on their health journeys. Okay, bye guys, and I'll see you all tomorrow.